So we're just at the end of the conference. Last session is just finishing off. Graduate Employment Conference 2015. Seems to have been a really great day. Themes that are coming out seem to be around particularly social mobility. It's suddenly so important to everybody in the room, whether they're a graduate recruiter or a university. They're paying attention to it, they're trying to understand it better, they're trying to work out what the data is that sits behind it, so that perhaps we can make these processes fairer and open up opportunities to the widest possible talent, which currently obviously it's not always the case that's possible. So really exciting to hear that discussion, because that's something we're really passionate about at Gradcore. Other developments through the day seems to have been a big theme around how we do work experience in a new way, and how we actually manage to get people to understand and engage with work experience in and around the curriculum and at different points in time, not just in the classic sort of summer internships or one-year sandwich placements, but let's try and find some more interesting, flexible models for that in partnership with universities and employers.
So what did I think of the conference today? I thought it was really good. It's quite engaging, a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, some really good questions being asked of the audience, a lot of good questions being asked of the panelists and the speakers, a lot of information sharing across the room. A lot of new stuff was being brought up and talked about. Video interviewing, for example, is it good, is it bad? Use of technology in the selection process, what's the right balance? Is it 100% use of technology, or is it 10%, or what's the right kind of mix in there? Also, is it fit for purpose? Should you really be using technology if that's not the sort of graduates you're looking for? Social mobility was very, very interesting. I'll talk about what we're really assessing candidates on. Is it their ability to thrive in a difficult situation, or are we just going to rewarding people who are just in privileged situations as well? So looking at what does an academic record really tell you as an indicator of a candidate's future performance. That was really, really interesting, some really strong data on that. Also a lot of really good stuff on regional recruitment. Will candidates go to a place to stay, and to study and stay, or are they going to just go to study and then go somewhere else to work, or stay where they've studied to work? Really love the way they cut that data from HESA to get a real indication. Especially as a large organisation across the UK, it's really useful to know the chances of an employee staying in a particular location. So really enjoyed a lot of that. So overall I think it was a really good conference, some really good information, really good sharing, and now I'm hoping to enjoy some really good networking. Thank you.
Another fantastic GEC conference with lots for me to take away, think about and fight about when I get back to my institution. Interesting information around social mobility, but also information about London and the regions, London having an excess of graduates, also being a net importer of graduates which are competing with my graduates. So I've got something to go and argue with my Vice-Chancellor about in terms of our Delhi scores. Also interesting things about having a job shop in-house. How do you finance that? How are you paying your students? The fact that lots of universities don't really talk about this, are we paying our students in chocolate buttons? Is it a secret? So again, I've got, as I say, lots to take away. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself, and as usual got the opportunity to say some controversial things.